This conference will now be recorded.
Perfect. Now, last class, we started profile. We have seen that profile is an object that controls the access and privileges of a user on the Salesforce, right? We cannot create a profile. We can only copy. We copied the profile from a system admin to a supervisor, and then we started reducing the power of the supervisor, right? This is what we did. Now, let's go ahead and quickly look. So, right, login, Rupam, @of109.com, password CRM1234 hash, right? So I'm logging into my Salesforce environment, right? I go ahead and open the profile. So let it come. Not sure why it's so slow. Perfect. Okay. Right. I click on user. I click on profile. We go to the profile which we created yesterday called as supervisor 222 or 123 something. 123. Okay. Supervisor 123. I click on it. The profile opens up. We have seen how to tap or how to close application level, how to close tab level, how to close object level, how to close field level, how to block, right? Now, I click on edit. Is there anything else we left here? Let us go ahead and check one by one, right? App level, tab level, all the administrative permissions. Check means yes, uncheck means no, right? So scrolling down, then we have an object level, read, write, create, update, delete, modify all, right? Password policies, we have covered everything. Perfect. Now, I scroll down, right? I'm leaving the page layout. There are two things I'll be leaving now because you don't know what is a page layout. Next, I'm also leaving record type. Field level security, we have seen yesterday, right? Like this, for each and every object, you have to check, read or edit. Check, uncheck, you can do that. Next, custom app, we have seen. Tab, we have seen, right? Next, record type. This is what I'm leaving. There are two things I'm leaving now called as record type and layout. Somebody wants to take a note, can take a note. Whatever things we are leaving, I'll come back. Somebody might remind me whenever next time you hear the word called record type from my mouth, sir, we left somewhere, then we will come back here. Unless and until we know what is a record type, what is page layout, we would not be able to do this. So let's wait for that topic to come. Scrolling down, right? We have seen administrative permission. Scrolling down, we have seen general user permission, right? Done. Object, read, write, create, modify all, we have seen. Update, we have seen. Session timeout, we have seen. Password policy, we have seen. Now login hours. What is this? Any supervisor, I can set login hours. Sunday, a supervisor can log in between 8 a.m. to 12 only. From 8 a.m. in the morning to 12 p.m. in the afternoon only, he can log in on Sundays. If a user wants to log in after 12, system will block. In real time, we don't use it, but in banking projects, some secure projects, it is required, where nobody can access Salesforce after a specified time. So night 12 o'clock, somebody transferring money, not possible, right? Hence, you can have a time bond based login, right? Now what happens, scenario, real time, what happens If a user logged in at 11:58 p.m. sorry a.m., will the system allow? On Sunday 11:58 I log in. Will the system allow? Yes. Now I'm creating an account. For example, I'm filling the form. It is 12 o'clock. Kink, kink. Now what will happen? Right? First, it will give you a warning message that you will be logged out in 1 minute. Please save your work, right? If you don't listen to that warning message, whatever the work that you have been doing will be lost, and system will throw you out at 12:01. At 12:01, it will throw you out of the system. This is how it works. This is an certification question. A scenario will be given. An answer is you will be logged out at 12:01, not at 12. 12:01 you will be logged it out. Till 12 o'clock it will give you, right? 12 hours, 10 seconds, 59 seconds it will wait. 12:01 it will throw you out of the system. This is how it works. You can have a time-bound, time-based login. If you don't give anything, if you give none, right? If you don't give anything, if you give none, that means 24/7 you can log in. You can log in 24/7, right? Anytime you can log in. None. Clear? So you can have a time-based login. Next, you can also have an IP restricted based login. What does that mean? Right? You can block that nobody should be able to log in outside my office environment. Then we go by login IP range. I don't want anybody to log in from Pakistan. Right? You can block that complete country IP address from here called as login range. Login range is not blocking, it's only allowing. If you don't give anything, anybody can log in from anywhere. If you give a range 10.10.10.1 to 10.99.999.999.999. Oh, there is no 999. 10.255.255.255. Then people can log in within this IP address range. So hence, right, in real time, we use it. At least I got once in a project. The term is called embargoed requirement. Embargo. Have you heard about the word called embargo? Anyone? Note it down. నేను కూడా ఫస్ట్ టైం విన్నాను లైఫ్ లో. Embargo. Embargoed. EMBARG. This is the thing. Embargo. Our client came and he asked for a requirement. Can you make an embargoed transaction? My whole team is thinking, ఇది ఏంటిదో? Because we never heard it. Then we Googled it. Official ban on a trade or other commercial activity with a particular country. Whenever you want to block a country, we use a word called as embargo. Embargoed requirement. So it was a US project. They want to block Syria, Iraq, South Korea. All these countries US doesn't do business. Right? North Korea, right? There are Cuba, so they don't do business with Cuba. All these are called embargoed countries. So how to block it? Nothing. Just come and you need not to do any type of development, nothing. You can directly come and give. Other than these 6 countries, you have to enter all the IP address here. Only those 6 country IP address you have to exclude. Remaining every country IP address, you have to put it here. That's called as embargoed requirement, right? So next time if you hear in a project, don't get surprised, right? It's nothing but blocking a country. How can you do that? It can be done in a profile, right? So now I cancel it. I'm not blocking anything, right? Next, scroll
How
down.
do you add multiple IP addresses, Rupam?
Add one by one.
Oh,
You can
okay.
add multiple.
We have an
Click on
option
add.
there.
Yeah, you can add multiple IP addresses here. You can add multiple IP address. Do you want me to do that? Right? I want 132.this to 132.255. Save. Right? Okay. It's not taking. It should be an IP address range. Because see, my IP address is what? Right? It's falling in that, it seems. Okay. So let me take this to right 0.255. Save. Right? No. 1.255. Save. No. Let me take 0.0. Save. Still my IP address is coming in that. So 255. This requires a little bit of technicality to understand what is the IP address range. Save. One IP address got saved. Anybody within this IP address can log in now. What is the IP address I gave? Here it is. From 0002 255, 255, 255. All the IP address of the world will be under this. From 0 to 255. Highest IP address is 255, lowest is 0. You can see there's again a new button is there. You can add one more. So you can give a country range. Every country will have a range. Those who knows, whenever you go to Google, right, automatically Google tells you your location. You search something. Towards the bottom, Google will tell you Balanagar, Hyderabad, Telangana state, India. How did it know that I logged in from Balanagar? With an IP address. So every country will be given an IP address range, and with that range, you can block or unblock using this. You can enter one more IP address, right? So I'm not entering it. So like this, you can keep on entering. Clear, everyone? Perfect. How to block with an IP address? We call them as embargoed or embargo, anything, right? Next, Apex classes. These are programming. Visual Force programming. All these are development. We will come to this later. These are development controls, right? So by profile, now you can grant access to your user. Clear? Now suddenly one user comes out to you and say that, hey Rupam, I want to go ahead and I should be able to create account. Can you give me create permission? Let's assume that this profile called supervisor, right? What is the profile name? Supervisor 123. We gave it to 100 people. In my company, there are 100 supervisors. Let's assume all the 100 cannot create account because everybody has the same profile. Out of that, one supervisor comes to me with an approval from his director, senior director, VP. He comes with an email. On the email, his VP says approved. IT team, please grant permission to this person to create account. What will you do now? Will you create one more profile? If you edit this profile and if you check that, then all the 99 also will get create account. One profile, if you go and just check it, then what will happen? All the 100 will be able to create account. My requirement is not that. Out of that 100, 99 shouldn't be able to create account. Only one should be able to create account. What will you do? You will copy it. You will create one more profile. Like this, if you keep doing in the real time, there'll be 1,000 profile in the real time. Once you leave the company, somebody else join in behalf of you, right? Somebody else backfills you. He will be thinking, how lagadu endo. He will be scolding you. Idiot. For small things, he is creating a profile. So the answer is permission set. Write down permission set, permission set, permission set. Any exception, any exception, any exception against a profile is called permission set. Any exception against a profile is called permission set. Any exceptions against a profile is called permission set. So what is the permission set? Exceptions against a profile. Profile says no. With a permission set, you can say yes. In a positive manner. Profile says yes. With a permission set, you cannot say no. Permission set has only yes, 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 yes. There is no in permission set. Whenever a profile says no, you can make yes with a permission set, right? Any exceptions against a profile is called permission set. For example, create account. Profile says no. Currently, the profile is saying what? Can you create account? No. Next, edit contact. Profile is saying no. Send email. Profile is saying no. If you remember yesterday, I unchecked it. Fax read. Profile is saying no. Fax edit. Profile is saying no. Campaign tab. Campaign tab. We have set it to hidden if you remember. So that means anybody with a supervisor cannot see campaign. So no. Right? Case create. Yes, we didn't touch. So by default, yes. Case delete. Did we touch the case? No. In our exercise, we didn't touch. Like this, there are so many permissions. I'm just writing few of them. Now somebody came to you and he said that he want access to a account create. As per the profile, no. You will create a permission set and you will say yes. In permission set, you will say yes. Profile is saying no, permission set is saying yes. Final output. Answer is yes. Somebody else, again, you gave this. User is happy. After 2 days, again the user came to you saying that, hey, I want fax read and write. Right? Now, by that, you might have given this permission set to 10 people. You created once, but you might have given to Rahul, Sachin, Saurav, right? Kapil Dev, you might have given to them. Right? Now, you don't want to again say yes here. If you say yes here, then what is the problem? Others, Kapil Dev also will get access to fax. Hence, we will create one more permission set. Yes, yes. Right? You can assign multiple permission set to a user. Right? User can have only one profile. What was that? User has one profile, but user can be given PS1, PS2. Here, no. Final output is no. 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 Here, yes. Guys, able to understand? Now, once again, someone else came to you and said, hey, I want a tab visibility. campaign tab visibility. For him, you created yes. Somebody said that along with that, I also want fax read and write. Now, after few days, the first user came again and say, hey, even I want also campaign. You will give him what now? PS3. He already has PS1, PS2. Now you will give him another permission set, PS3. Earlier it was no, no. Now as soon as you give, it became yes. No, yes, yes, yes. Any one yes will be yes. Able to understand? In this row, it's like a truth table. In your class 10th in engineering, you might have heard about a truth table. Exactly that same thing. Any one yes answer, final output will be yes. Now somebody came and say, hey, I want, right? There's a yes, there is a yes. And here, edit contact yes. If you give this, what will happen now? These are already yes. Yes, yes is always yes. Now here, no, yes. Answer will be yes. This is the final output. If you give him PS 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, looks like that in this 100, everybody is coming with this requirement. What I will do, I can club this both and I can club this both and I can make PS34. PS3 plus PS4 equals to PS34. PS34. PS3, PS4 is PS34. Now, what is this? Right? Looks like that everybody is coming for the same request. First day they are coming with this. Second day they are coming with this. First day I add them PS1. Second day they come and they said, hey, I want access to fax. I give PS2. Third day they come, I give this. Fourth day they are coming this. Right? What I can do is that, why to give individual PS1, PS2, PS3, PS4? 4 times I have to add. Rather than them, you can club them all. And you can make them PS1, 2, 3, 4. Whenever somebody comes, Babu, fax kuda kaవాలి kada? Yes. Right? Edit contact, you also want, no? Yes. Then raise a request in single go, no? Why you're raising one by one? I will directly go ahead and give him what? PS 1, 2, 3, 4. I will club them, and that is called as permission set group. What is a permission set group? Collection of one or more permission set is called permission set group. Right? Write down. What is the permission set? You have already written. Any exception against a profile in a positive manner is called permission set. Right? Next line. Write down the characteristics of permission set. Number 1. Permission sets are independent of profile. Permission sets are independent of profile. Rupam comes. Rupam already is an admin. If you give this permission set to Rupam, any impact? No, because in Rupam's profile, already it's an admin profile. Everything is yes, yes, yes. If I add PS1, PS2, PS3, right? No problem. Permission sets are profile independent. First step, first point. Next, multiple permission sets can be assigned to a user. First one, permission sets are profile independent, and write down first point only. Permission sets are profile independent and user dependent. First point, permission sets are profile independent and user dependent. So permission set is user based, not profile based. Clear? Next, what was the point? Multiple permission sets can be assigned to a user. One user can have multiple permission set, right? Next, third point. Collection of permission set is called permission set group. Collection of permission set is called permission set group. What is a permission set group? It's a collection of permission set. Right? Clear? Next, permission sets are not time dependent. Permission sets are not time dependent. Right? Full stop. Need to add and remove manually. Need to add and remove manually. Right? Now, shall we go ahead and create a permission set? Everyone understood? Any exception against a profile is called permission set. Exceptions. Profile says no. With a permission set, you can say yes. Clear? So, in Salesforce, here is the permission set. Right? Above the profile, you see permission set. I click on new permission set. I give a name to the permission set. PS1 permission set. I will write here blah 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 for special project. You have a checkbox called session activation. Whenever you give a permission set to user, immediately system will ask you for a passcode which will be sent to your email address. Do you want that? No. Without letting him know, activate automatically. Do you want to link it to license? No. Permission set are not license dependent. So there is no compulsory that I have to choose a license here. Where is my license? Here is my license, Salesforce core license. I need not to choose. I click on save. A permission set got created. Now, if you remember, service, anybody's supervisor cannot access service. They can access only sales and marketing, app level, right? Now I come here, I say assigned app. I click on edit. I add everything. Whoever I give this permission set, they will be able to see everything in the app manager. If I give it to Rupam, actually, does he really need it? No, because Rupam is an admin. But even if you give it to him, no harm. If you give it to Sachin, he'll be happy because his profile says no. In profile, there are only two checks, sales and marketing. But now you see what I'm doing? Everything, bold, service, right? See bold solution, everything I've added. Click save. PS. Able to understand? Yes or no? Right? I go to the permission set overview. Right? Next. Right? Forget about this connected app. We'll see later. Object settings. Which object? Account. I open account. In account, I said that he cannot create. Now I say edit. I give. He just need create. Because remaining right, he has it. Yes, yes will be anyhow yes. Account read, yes. Permission set says yes. Profile says yes, 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 yes. Right? Account delete, yes. Profile says. Permission set is also saying yes. Answer is yes. Account, right? Create. Profile says no. Permission set says yes. Okay. Right? So if you want, you can check. Next, facts. You remember? In the permission set, I'm saying read access, write access, save. Like this, you will configure. permission set. Remaining objects, campaign, inkokati undi. What is that? Campaign, 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 campaign. I said campaign, tab hidden, if you remember. Now I say edit and I say what? Visible. Available, visible. Campaign. Save. It is where I'm configuring in the permission set, not in the profile, right? I go to the permission set overview. Next, app permissions. Let's open. If you remember that, so many permissions we didn't give. Can he manage case or not? Can he transfer a case or not? Can he activate a contract or not? We said no, he cannot activate contract. He cannot activate orders. He cannot convert lead to a opportunity. You remember all those? All those are here. I say edit. I'll check whichever I want to give, right? Whichever I want to use, whichever I want to give. IP restrict. No, one particular user wants to log in from Pakistan. Already I have given the IP address that other than Pakistan, you can log in from anywhere. But one user want to log in from Pakistan. So check. Remove the IP address restrict. Right? See, he can activate. Supervisor cannot activate contract. Supervisor cannot activate order. Yesterday we unchecked it. Now I'm checking it. Like this, you will check everything. I say save. App permissions. Clear? System is now giving you the overview. He can activate contract. He can read order, read contract, edit contract. Why? Because when he activates, he should be able to see that, right? So save. Please confirm. It is giving you an overview, summary, right? Next, I go to the permission set overview, right? So we have seen assigned app, object permission, app permission, classes, pages, all these are programming, which we ignored in profile. Here also we are ignoring it. When we come to the development, we'll see that. Next, system permission. Here we said he cannot send email. You remember yesterday? Cannot send email. Email I have unchecked. Now you can check it here back, right? See, scrolling down, somewhere it will be there, right? Somewhere it will be there, right? He cannot run a report. He cannot send email. He cannot convert, right? Somewhere it will be there. Long list, no? So we have to check one by one. Final pinda gone. Okay, let's scroll down. Send email. In the profile it says no. Here I have yes. Now I go ahead and I click on save. Done. Done. Now let's give this permission set. So see, he can send email, run report. Indukante pedda list kada. So that's the reason it's showing you last final summary. These are the things you're changing. Are you sure? Yes. Do you want to save this? Right? Save. My permission set got created. Now we will assign it to user. Here it is. Manage assignment. Click on manage assignment. Click on add assignment. You have to do this all in the real time if you're in a support project, right? Whom you want to give? Rupam, Rahul, Sachin. Let's leave Rahul. Do you feel that Rupam needs it? No. But even if I give a permission set, there is no harm, because permission set is always in a positive manner. It is never used for blocking. Already if a user has a permission, on that you give a permission set, there's no problem. So I click on save, assign. Automatically Rupam and Rahul, Rupam and Sachin has been assigned what? Permission set. Able to understand? I will create one more permission set. Let's take an example, right? New. I will create PS2, PS2, save. Even though I'm not doing anything inside, I've just created a PS2. You can now go ahead, you can add. Here also I go to assigned app, right? And I say edit, I'm in PS2 now. Here I say only service. PS2 service. Suppose if I give PS2 now to Sachin, any impact? No, because profile says no, P1, PS1 says yes, PS2 is saying service yes, remaining no, there is no word. Remaining, I don't know. Remaining, I don't know. So even if you give this PS2 to now to Sachin, no impact, right? I go to permission set. Again, I'm creating one more permission set. New PS3. I'm creating PS3, right? I click on save. In PS3, what we will do? Let's assume that we go to the object permission, right? And in the case object, we are giving read, write, delete, everything. Even though Sachin doesn't require it. Edit. I say case should be visible. Guys, able to understand? Yes or no? Permission set 3. I'm creating one more permission set. Last and final. Permission set 4. Let's assume that there are a lot of permission inside it. I'm not doing. Now you know how to configure. Now, every time people are coming to me asking, right, what, give me case read, give me, let's say lead read. Let's say that in PS4, we have what? Lead. In the lead, I'm giving read write. Let's assume, right? Let's assume that here I'm randomly picking up something. Somebody wants access to sales. He doesn't have. What I can do is that I can club two permission set to make one, right? I go to the permission set group, click on new permission set group. I will say PS34. PS34, click save, right? Now I go ahead and permission set in the permission set group. I click on it. It will show me all the permissions that I have. I say add permission set. So you can see that PS34 consists of what? PS3 plus PS4. Now I say done. Somebody wants PS3, PS4, I will directly give him PS34. So you can make in real time, if you have PS1 to 20, you can make combinations. PS1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as PS total. Able to understand? So that you can play around with your user as per their requirement. Right? So done. System will give you an overall summary. Now overall. PS34 says what? PS3 says service, if you remember. PS4 says what? Sales analytics. Combined is this. In PS3, I activated only service. In PS4, I activated sales analytics. Now, when I mix PS3 and PS4, this is the final answer. I'll get service, sales, and everything. It'll come, it'll refresh. This is the final output. Can I change the output? No. To change the output, you have to change the permission set. You cannot modify here. Here it is only clubbing, right? It is at the top level. Permission sets are there. You just club them and put one. Able to understand? Now, you can assign same thing, manage assignment. You can go ahead and click on add assignment. You can give it to again to Sachin. Assign. This is how we give a permission set group. He has PS1, PS2, PS3, PS4. Again, you gave PS34, meaning is same, right? I'm just showing you for the training purposes. You can also give a permission set by going to user, click on Sachin, scroll down, you will be able to see the permission sets. You want to give Sachin 2 and 3. Click on edit assignment. You can give 2 and 3 to Sachin, save. You can give it from permission set. You can also assign a permission set to a user from a user as well as from here. Clear? Yes or no? Now, in the permission set, there's a concept called as mute. 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 What is a mute? Right? I want permission set 3 and 4. But in the fourth one, there is one called as analytics, which I don't want to include. What will you do? Will you remove PS4 from the group? No. If I remove PS4 from the group, then sales also will be lost. PS3 service, PS4 sales and analytics. Now PS34 will give you sales, analytics and service. I don't want analytics. What will you do now? You will mute, rather than removing the fourth one, you will just go ahead and say mute permission set. So mute what? New muting. Mute what? Right? Click on save first. PS34 muted. Open the muted. Now you add a permission that you want to mute. Mute what? Mute analytics. Mute analytics. Where is that? Here. Second one. Click on edit. See that analytics is checked because 3 plus 4 has analytics. Now, right, I say mute. Analytics is enabled because it is there in PS4. PS4 and PS3 is PS34. So I just muted one of the permission of PS4 actually. But I don't know that belongs to PS4, PS5 because in real time, one permission set group will have PS4, PS5, PS6, PS7. You don't know where analytics is involved. So just go ahead and create a mute, click save, close, right? Saved. Perfect. Now PS34 will work except one of the permission in that called as analytics, muted. Able to understand? Yes, everyone. Anyone who is not able to understand this? Yes. This is how you create an exception in real time. We call them as permission set group. Right? Interview's favorite question. Interviewers, based on this, they will create a scenario and you should be able to answer a scenario. I have a permission set 3 and permission set 4 or 1 and 2. One has X permission, Y has 2 has Y permission. I created a group with both. I don't want the Y permission to be assigned to a user. What will you do? Answer is muting. Simple word. We will mute in the permission set group. We have a mute. Will you remove the permission set 2? No. We'll keep as it is because if I remove 2, the other permissions also will be lost. I just want to block only one out of it. So hence muting is the process. Clear? Can we create multiple muting? Yes. Mute. Already one mute is there. Can you create multiple muting? No. See, the new button is disabled. You cannot create multiple mutings. You can have only one mute. In that mute only you have to add permissions. Right? Now you want to block what? No, I don't want to block app. Right? I'm in mute now. I'm in mute. See, muting permission set. I'm opening a mute. Here is the PS34 muted. In this, I will go ahead and I'll say, right, object setting. I will say block account creation. Account. Able to understand? You cannot create multiple muting. Only one muting can be there. I say muted. Mute. Mute. That's it. So if any one of the permission can read, can create account. Now if you give 34 to that person, he cannot create account because that create account is muted. One of the feature create account has been muted, right? We cannot create multiple mutation. We can have only one mute permission set. Inside that muting, I have only one muting. The new button is disabled. You can see inside that one mute only you have to configure all the permission which you want to block. Can I create separate mute for each permission? No. Right? You have to configure the same muting. Clear everyone? Yes. I'm covering all the scenarios that can happen. So that in an interview they ask, can I create a multiple mutation? You'll be thinking, Sar Jappaledi kada. Actually, you should be doing it. All this practice has to be done by you. But maybe in your brain it might not come because you're new to it. So that's the reason I'm covering each and every scenario. Can we have multiple mutings? No. Single muting with all muting permissions. That's it. One permission set group can have only one muting. Clear? One permission set group can have n permission sets. Group can have PS1, PS2, PS3, PS4, PS5, n. No restriction. Clear? This is called exception against a profile. Perfect? Got it? Next. Write down roles. 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 How to? Unmute. Go again. Click on edit. Uncheck and mute. Mute is checked now. Again click on it. It will be unmuted. Something like a remote button. If you press one time, mute. Again you press unmute. Got it?
Rupam, if you muted in 34, it will be applicable in 4 also. It will not applicable in 4, P4, PS4.
34, no. If okay, it's a good question. 3, 4 is giving you 34. In 34, I muted what? Something. If I individually give 3 and 4 to someone, is that mute will go to him? No. Right? Mute is applicable only to, right? Only in that permission set group. There is no downward flow. If you mute something in permission set group, it will not impact permission set. Permission set will work as normal. Those normal you bring together and then you make abnormal. That abnormality will not flow to the permission set. Clear now? Yes. Unmuting.
Yes.
Permission set group. PS4, 34. Right? I want to unmute. Mute permission. I open the muted. Right? What you muted? Right? Assigned apps. Right? We muted analytics. Click on edit. Click on edit. Ayipindi. Unmuting is done. Save. Saved. So it's first you muted it. Now you opened it. Analytics will be suddenly visible because you have just unmuted it. Clear? Clear, guys?
Yeah, Rupam, we
Right?
can delete also the.
Yeah, you can delete the muting. I want to remove complete mute. Rather than unmuting one by one by one by one by one, go ahead and delete the mute. Yes, you can. go ahead and delete the mute. So if you delete the mute, complete mute will be removed. If you might have muted 20 things, all the 20 will be now opened. Yeah, perfect. Next, write down roles. 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 Position of an user. Position of an user. Position of an user in an organization hierarchy. Position of an user in an organization hierarchy. Position of an user in an organization hierarchy is called roles. Is called roles. Next line. There are 3 types of roles available. Number 1, territory based, territory based, territory, territory, territory based, territory, territory based. Next, product based. It's there on the screen if you want. Product based. Next, company size based. Roles are of 3 types: territory based, product based, company size based. Now, what is a role? Let's understand. Every company will have a hierarchy. We call them as organization chart. Junior will report to senior, senior will report to manager, manager will report to area manager will report to director, director will report to vice president will report to president, president will report to CEO. This is called organization chart. This creation of organization chart in Salesforce is called roles. Every organization will have a chart. Whether you deploy this project for Apollo Hospital, they will have a chart. Nurse, senior nurse, nurse admin reporting to doctor, doctor reporting to the head of the department reporting to the dean, dean is reporting to the board of director is controlled by nobody controls, there's the highest. Yes, every company, every organization will have a hierarchy. Position of a person in that hierarchy, where you fix, where you sit is called role. What is a role? That is the definition I gave you. Position of an user in an organization hierarchy is called roles. Position, right? How many types of roles are there? 3. Territory based, product based, company size based. Now territory based. Example, wait, don't write, listen. Territory based. Have you seen Indian Railways? Day-to-day life. In the dabba, it will be written SCR, South Central Railway. If you travel towards Delhi, you will see NR, Northern Railway. If you go towards Goa, you will see Konkan Railway, KR. If you go towards Assam, Manipur, Mizoram, you will say Northeastern Railway. Yes, everybody knows it. South Central Railway, Central Railway, Eastern Railway, right? So many railways are there in India. Finally, they are all railways only, no? Now, I am a manager, zonal manager, South Central Railway. Zonal manager is a position. In that position, you are adding South Central. Such type of role are called as territory based. Whenever a role contain a place, location, geographic division, right? Any type of geographical division, we call them as territory based role. Bank, zonal manager South, right? Area manager, right? Country manager India. Able to understand what I'm saying? See, country manager, India. I'm adding a place, a location, a geography. We call them as product-based role, right? Zonal manager south, zonal manager east, zonal manager north. What type of role they are? Territory-based. South, east, west, north. These are locations. Based on a location, if you create a position, we call them as territory-based positions. Clear? Anybody has any doubt? Next, product base. Manager hardware. He is director insurance. Reliance finance. Reliance has insurance, Reliance has banking. He is vice president banking. Vice president insurance. What is insurance and banking? My products. These are the two products which I'm selling in the market. Based on the product, I'm creating a position. Tata Motors, right? I will say vice president commercial vehicles like truck, buses. So those all comes under me. I'm a vice president commercial vehicles, vice president consumer vehicles like all nanos, Nexon, right? Moving on the road. Vice president, but again you're adding one toka to it, one tail, one toka. That toka can be place, that can be a product based. So whenever you say zonal manager, it's a territory based. Whenever you say, he is a manager hardware, manager software, right? Then you can say it's a product based. Yes. Last one, company size based. Whenever you create a position based on your customer division, for example, our company, Capital Info, right? So I'm here, I'm the manager. Manager for what? Manager Salesforce, for example. It's what type of role? Product based role. Salesforce is a product that we are selling and you're buying. Manager training Salesforce. It's a product base. Suppose I say manager corporate training, manager, right? Educational institution trainings, manager government services. I have 3 managers. One is handling government, all the government trainings. Then we call them as company size based. I am dividing my customer as government, education institutions, corporates. One manager. We call them as company size based. One more example, right? Right? Let's say a laptop manufacturing company. Laptop manufacturing company is selling laptop to individual customers like you. So manager small business, manager medium business, manager enterprise business, manager, right, consumer, manager consumer. Then what is this? This is the way I divide my customers, right? Able to understand? Small business, whichever businesses are small, for them one manager. Big business, enterprise, for that Mr. Ravi Tiwari, manager enterprise. Mr. Shyam Prasad, manager small business. Any small business, go to Mr. Shyam Prasad because he is the manager. What is a small business? It's a type of customer. I'm segregating my customers into small business, big business. So all these customers you handle, all these customers you handle. Such type of position created based on your customer division, we call them as customer based. Understood? Yes or no? If you have not understood, forget it. Not required. Why? In real time, who will give this chart to us? Client has to give. You are doing a project for Apollo Hospital. Do you think that you will build nurse to senior nurse to doctor, doctor to senior surgeon. Will you build that structure? No, you don't even know how they work. You will directly ask your project lead. You gave me this story. To do this story, I need the chart. Where is the chart? I don't see that chart is attached to the document. Can you please send it to me? Then only I can do this work. He will go and contact client. Hello, Apollo Hospital. Can you please share your organization chart? They will give you the chart. You will not even look at the chart. ఈ పొజిషన్స్ రోల్ బేస్డా టెరిటరీ బేస్డా ప్రోడక్ట్ బేస్డా అవసరమా? he is giving and your work is to directly achieve Xerox. You have to upload in Salesforce. Able to understand? Right? So roles are of three types: territory based, product based, company size based. Whenever a place name is used, location, area, place name, we call them as territory based. Whenever your product which you're selling is used, then we call product based. Whenever you create a role based on your customer division, we call them as customer based. Irrespective whether it's a product based, customer based, we are least bothered. We have to give it, somebody has to give a chart, and your work is to draw that chart in Salesforce. How to draw? Click on roles, click on setup roles. You see that already a chart is drawn. Out of box, capital info. Who is the head? CEO. Who is reporting to CEO? Chief Financial Officer, Chief Operating Officer, Senior Vice President Customer Service and Support, Senior Vice President Human Resource, SVP Sales and Marketing. Again, under SVP Sales Marketing, I have VP. VP International Sales, VP Marketing, VP North Sales. Below VP, I have directors. Below directors, I have sales team. This chart is already created. One organization can have only one chart. Don't think that one organization can have multiple charts. Every company will have only one hierarchy. Right? Now, we have to delete this. Delete. Always, if you want to delete, you have to delete from lower level. You cannot delete CEO, it will give error. You are attempting to delete CEO. CEO has CFO. These people report into it. So you can't delete. Always you have to delete from the lower level. Right? Delete. We'll create our own. Okay? Delete. Guys, able to understand? Do you think in real time you have to delete like this? No. In real time environment, this will be completely blank. And by the way, this is a one-time job in real time. Every day we don't create chart. Once a chart is created in real time, so after joining a real time, you might not get chance to work on it, because by the time it's already been created by someone else. Ardhamautunda leda? Right? Now I'm deleting this chart one by one. There is no other option, deleting one by one. Tell me what type of chart you want. Salesforce chart ani em ledu. So tell me, who should lead this company? CEO or director or chairman? Can I delete this? No, because this has been assigned to Sachin. If a role has been assigned to a Sachin, if a role has been assigned to a user, you cannot delete it. So now go to the user first, open the user, click on edit, right? Change it to non-specified, right? Change it to non-specified. Now I come to roles, right? I click on setup role. Can you delete now? Yes. Tell me, who should head this company? See, add role. Chairman, director, CEO. Tell me, what do you want? CHAIR, chairman. Right? Save and new. Tell me, below chairman, what do you want? You tell me now. I'll create a chart. Below chairman, CEO. Abbo. Huh? Below chairman, I will say directors. Is it okay? So DIRECTC, director. Director what? I can have multiple directors. Director sales. Reporting to whom? Reporting to Capital Info? No. Click here. Reporting to chairman. Save and new. Next. Director. Reporting to whom? Reporting again to the chairman. Able to understand how I am doing it? Next. Enough or you want more director? Right. Next. Below sales. What do you want? Below sales will say zonal manager east, west, south, north. ZO, zonal manager east. Reporting to whom? Director sales. Save and new. Next. Zonal manager south. Reporting to whom? Director sales. Save and new. Next. Zonal manager north. Reporting to whom? Same work we have to do again, guys. Right? Zonal manager west. Reporting to whom? Save and new. Next. Below zonal manager, we'll have territory managers. Territory manager AP. Reporting to whom? Zonal manager south. Territory manager TS, Telangana state. Reporting to south. Next, I'll have area sales manager. Area sales manager Hyderabad. Reporting to whom? To TS. Area sales manager Warangal. Reporting to whom? Telangana state. 7 new. Next, branch manager. Branch manager Amirpet. Reporting to whom? Area sales manager Hyderabad. One more. Branch manager Kukatpalli Housing Board. Reporting to whom? Hyderabad. One more. Branch manager Hanmakonda. Reporting to whom? Warangal. Area sales manager Warangal. Below branch manager, what do you have? Sales manager. Sales manager. Reporting to whom? To the branch manager Amirpet. Below sales manager, sales exec. Sales senior executive. Sales senior executive. Reporting to whom? To the sales manager. Below that, I have sales executive. Reporting to whom? Over. See, senior sales is reporting, sales exec reporting to senior, senior to sales manager to branch manager to area manager, to territory manager, zonal manager, director, chairman. You want to click on role, click on setup role, our chart is now visible. Complete. Sales exec to senior to manager, manager to branch, branch to area, area to territory, territory to zonal, all the zonal reporting to director, all the director reporting to chairman. Any given time, if you want to add more, I want to add below this add role. Wherever you want to add, You have an option called add role. You have an option called delete, edit, right? Zonal manager south. Sachin is the zonal manager south. Click on assign. You can give one role to multiple people. One role can be given to multiple people. Perfect. You can also give it from here, from the user, open user, click on edit. Here is the role. Last time CEO was there. Now you don't have a CEO. Now you have a chairman in this. Right? So I will say territory managers. Rupam is a territory manager. You know that this role has no importance. It is a profile which is controlling. Then Rupam, what is the fun of creating a role? Write down use of roles. Number one. What are the use of role? Number one, creating groups. First one, creating group. Second, creating queue. First one, creating group. Second one, creating queue. Third one, first creating group, creating queue, right? Third one, escalation rules. Escalation rules. Escalation rules, right? Fourth one, delegated admin. Delegated admin, right? That's enough for now. Delegated admin. I want to give some powers, admin powers to zonal managers. We'll come there. So today we have seen permission set group. We have seen how to create an organizational chart in Salesforce. Only till creation. Usage we'll see tomorrow. Where this is used. ఇది ఎలా వాడుకుంటాం, అసలు ఎందుకు క్రియేట్ చేశాం? Only to see? No. There are some usage are there, which we'll see in the next class. Homeworks, right? Write down. Number one, create organizational chart. Pick up any chart. Those who don't know can go to Google. అసలు ఏం క్రియేట్ చేయాలి, అసలు అర్థం అవ్వట్లేదు. Just type organizational chart. Click on images. మీకు ఏది నచ్చా తీసుకోండి. Let's say that client has given this to me. I want to client want like this. Create it. Anything. You pick up any diagram. I don't mind. This is the client requirement. This is the client requirement. Create. Right? So pick up any one diagram and do it from the Google. If you don't know how to, what to create, what not to create, then you can take it. Clear? That's it for today. Anybody has any questions? Okay, product master. Right? Write down product master. One more, we forgot. What is a product master? Write down master table containing product information with hierarchy. Master table containing product information with hierarchy, product hierarchy is called product master. Is called product master. What is a master table? 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 Table that are not updated frequently but used frequently. You don't update every day, but the data is used every day. Such tables are called as master tables. Example, customer master. You don't update the customer data every day. Once address saved, customer name saved, his name will not change. His address will not change. His phone number will not change every day. But you use that data in orders, in cases. We called customer as a customer master. Same way product. Do you feel that the product information will change every day? No. Product information, like let's take any product in the market, Tata Nexon. Do you see that every day the Tata Nexon details will change? The engine will be this much cc, it will be petrol only, unless until a new variant comes. So data is not changing. Rarely data change. Such tables are called as master table. Customer master, product master, these two are very famous masters. Wherever you go in any project, you'll be able to find product master, customer master. They use this word called master, right? Got it? Anybody has any questions? Offline? Able to understand? Able to understand everyone, whatever is happening in the class? Yes. This is what you will be putting in your resume. Under admin project, created permission set group, assignment of permission set as per client requirement to users. These are the things you'll write in roles and responsibility. Created organization role, organization chart, right? That's it for today. We will meet tomorrow, same time. Be here on time. Adi meek jappale. Andena?
Rupam, one question, Rupam.
Yes, online. Tell me.
Yeah. Yeah, if anyone asks me how Salesforce is secure, we can tell this profiles and permission set, permission
Yes,
group.
you can use profile, permission set, two-factor authentication, IP address tracking. Every time you're logging in, admin can see from where you're logging in, what time you're logging in, which device you're logging in, which operating system you're logging in, which browser you're logging in. All these informations are taken. Salesforce is completely secure, right? You will see more security as we go inside. Now we know only profile, permission set, that's it. Any other questions?
Rupam, you said like for the banking, if one person was not he was not able to log in from any other country, means if the account what you have mentioned, like if the account is from USA, he was not able to log in when he was in Syria, like these countries. What will happen if the person is using VPN?
Please. Class is over. Thank you. Those who want to go can please go. Right? Class is over. Thank you. Right? Because you guys are talking, I'm not able to hear what they are speaking. Right? So those who want to leave can leave. Yes, tell me online. Leave silently. Yep, tell me.
You have mentioned like there is IP loggings restrictions will be applied. So if I do have a one account, means if it is related to banking, yeah, if I was having a one banking account in India, so if I went to somewhere like Pakistan, at the time you said like we are not able to log in. So is in that case, suppose if we are using any VPNs, so will it at the time will it be applicable VPN?
Virtual private network.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, if your company provides a VPN, if that IP allocated address is within the range of that IP address, then yes, even from Pakistan using a VPN connection, you can log into Salesforce.
Okay.
Correct? Yes, because VPN will be given to you by a company, right? Not
If it is
only
from
that.
no, suppose if it is from a private network, where are we able to log in? Means,
Yes, we cannot. If you
we can
virtually hack the IP address, If you virtually hack the IP address, you cannot. There is no way in the world can track. For example, in India, couple of sites are banned, right? How can you
Yes.
access those sites? In most of the country, couple of websites are banned. Now, if you want to access them, then you can use a VPN. So, right? Nobody can stop. You cannot stop it. Got it?
Okay, then there will be no login restrictions, right?
Yeah, obviously. Tell me, how can you block? Forget about Salesforce.
We can't
Let's
block.
not bring Salesforce. In IT world, can you block it?
Yeah, no, maybe
Can you
not.
block? You cannot. So when it's applicable to IT, Salesforce is inside IT. So obviously not. Right?
Okay, got it.
Got it. See, if something is a universal problem, right? Salesforce is part of that universe. So Salesforce also will have it. It's not Salesforce. Every SAP, Oracle, Siebel, everybody will have this problem. Can they tackle it? They cannot. There's no way to tackle it. They have to block those, VPNs also manually one by one. VPN has to be blocked, right? In India, torrent sites are blocked. You know this. All the torrents
Yes.
are blocked. But can you access torrent? Yes, through VPN. Sitting in India, I can access torrent. You don't think government knows it? They knows it. But can they handle it? They cannot handle it. Because this is a complete unhandled situation. Right? Because India is also a part of the universe. Done. Next, any other question?
Hi, Rupam.
Yes.
Yeah, actually, my question was regarding that muting